1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You don't be what they made you.
I think the one thing that we haven't come to understand as humans is the beauty of sacrifice. The ability to detach ourselves from the most beloved things to us. And sometimes we might not recognize how important these things are and perhaps neglect what they've been giving to us until the day they're gone. I've had multiple recurring moments where I finally realized the whole theme of the movie that I'm watching is all about sacrifice and whatever comes with it. Watching King Richard really opened my eyes to how broad the meaning of sacrifice is. And believing in someone or something is a sacrifice of faith. And that's what Mr. Richard William did. He gave all of his energy and time to a plan. And during that execution, he believed in himself, which is a hard thing to do for anyone these days. To reach your own hand and pull yourself from that dark hole you've dug yourself into.
It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
Well, I've been standing with you. I've been right here with you, Troy. I got a life too. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot as you. Don't you think I ever wanted other things? Don't you think I had dreams and hopes? What about my life? What about me?
It's just when I hear the word sacrifice, the one image that pops into my head is an image of Viola Davis and Denzel in the movie Fences. This movie will walk you down a path of memories that you can't push back, especially if that story was a portion of your life. It showed us a different type of love that us as kids, we couldn't understand until we got older and we saw that side of the story and we lived it. The story of a man finally coming to grasp his father and mother's sacrifice of time, love, and energy. And after giving so much of themselves, they still give. As young men, we all fell into that puzzle of trying to understand our dad and why he does what he does. Fear played an enormous portion of Troy Max's life. He wanted his kids to be everything he was, and also everything he wasn't. He gave so much of himself to let go of that vision of what his kids could be. And having a rough childhood with an abusive dad wasn't helpful at all in changing his mind of how the world works now. Leaving his son with a heartbreaking last talk that impacted him throughout a large portion of his life. And that hatred that Troy's son had surely faded out after knowing that his dad did his best with whatever he had. He gave little pieces of himself to everyone, including Corey, his son. Life was brutal to him, but regardless of whatever he went through, he was still standing there to give more.
Hey, Dad. I never made one of these when you were still responding because I was so mad at you for leaving. But today's my birthday. You once told me that when you came back, we might be the same age. And today I'm the age you were when you left. So it would be a real good time for you to come back.
Leading a mission through a wormhole to find a habitable planet in another galaxy was a once-in-a-lifetime risky task offered to Cooper. He knew what he was leaving behind, but he believed in that narrow, small glimpse of light that showed him a future where life and love exist. He chose not to be there and experience these unredeemable moments with his children. His sacrifice was beyond any other sacrifice. He opens his eyes and finally sees what is the outcome of his sacrifice: the millions of lives that are saved by him. When Cooper decided to give up almost everything, the universe gave him one last chance to meet his daughter. And before you sacrifice anything, you have to know that you might not get anything back. But that's how you get it. When you let go of whatever comes after that sacrifice. We face that kind of situation in our careers and pursuits of goals in life. We desire love, respect, and admiration from others, but we never pay enough attention to the hurdles in our path, the hate and resentment from others, and more importantly, the self-doubt. Perhaps thinking that this pursuit might be the most selfish thing we've ever done, sacrificing a lot along the way. The quest of greatness is a road where we have to undress ourselves from our insecurities and fears, and only focus on one thing and one thing only: to be the greatest. It is an ugly journey where you feel lost and tense all the time, making sure that you will never miss that opportunity that will shed the light on you. And in the midst of seeking greatness, you will start questioning yourself. But that leap of faith will inspire people to take their first step into a world that feels unfamiliar for them. That is the beauty of sacrifice. If you guys enjoy watching complex movies and really entertaining and visually beautiful, I think you should watch this reaction and give it a try. Because like I showed the color palette, we talked about the sound design and color grading, and we watched the whole movie. Watch the video. Go ahead.